Grant Basey here, working for Choice TV, and the Former Players Association Golf Day. How are you now after that injury?
Yeah, the injury's fine. It's been a long process. I've been back I got the injury in February, so we're back in July the 1st, and I'm looking to start there and then.
So you just showed us a scarf. Can we just have a little look at that?
Yeah, of course. This is the scar, that's from that one.
So, thanks very much, Dominic Blizzard. You've screwed up our left back for the rest of the season from February. You've broken it in the same area before, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I broke the inside of the ankle before, and as I say, this is probably taking longer to heal than that did.
It's certainly after, what, 20 seconds or something?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. I won't ask you if you've got any hard feelings, I'm sure you have.
Yeah, no comment.
Just sort of like, on the season, Grant, so obviously pretty disappointing ending really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, obviously the boys were devastated. I went in the dressing room afterwards and there wasn't hardly any of them who weren't crying. Everyone was crying their eyes out, just in bits.
Seriously?
Yeah, everyone was in bits. Like I've never seen the boys that disheartened after a game of football. That's including the staff. Gaffer was upset. Everyone was just choked that we didn't get through. And to lose out on penalties, especially Nicky Bailey, who's been one of our best players over the last 2 years. He's a good captain in that, so I felt sorry for him. But I know they'll come back strong enough, and I know the boys will next season.
I mean, yourself, do you think there's any, is there fear sort of in the camp that like Nicky might move on?
I don't know. The boys are away now. I've not really spoke to many of them. I spoke to a couple of the boys, so I'm not too sure until we go back on July the 1st. I don't know really what the situation is with everyone.
Well, certainly, sort of, from our perspective, I think throughout the whole season, we were convinced we would make it. We would go up. And then obviously we had that dip mid-season. We got off to a good start. We had a pretty good end, didn't we? But I mean, was the sort of feeling like all the way through? We would do it.
Yeah,
always confident.
There was never a point in the season, despite we made a little blip when we weren't playing as well as we had done, that we wouldn't go up. As I say, from day one of pre-season last year, there was nothing but promotion being said, which I think is the best way to go about it. Even when you're not playing well, I think you still got to have the belief in yourself to go out and perform. And the boys have done that. Did do that all last season. It's just a shame that we couldn't just produce the goods when it needed to.
Is it? I mean, do you feel under pressure playing at the Valley? Is there something about do you feel a sort of stress from the crowd?
Yeah, sometimes. I know from talking to other players and that they probably sometimes prefer playing away because they feel that the crowd get on the backs too soon. Like literally the first couple of minutes, someone gives the ball away, they're on the back there and then. Which does make it a lot more pressure. Right? If the fans were how they were, they get out of that work swindle, it'd be every game. That would be the perfect scenario.
When you sort of due back in training?
But everyone's due back in on July 1st. Everyone's got to go in one day between now and then to do a fitness test just to make sure everyone's up to scratch. But the official day back in is July the 1st, Thursday, July the 1st.
So I don't suppose there was anyone more distraught than Nicky after the penalty shootout, and it seems very ironic that he should be the one to miss the penalty. And other than that, the quality of the penalties was just top class, wasn't it?
Exactly.
In both teams.
I've not actually seen Nick's. I was standing in the tunnel. So I didn't know how far he missed it, but obviously I've heard it was quite a bad miss.
It was a bad miss, yeah.
Penalties were good penalties by all accounts. It is a shame that it had to be someone, and on the day it was Nicky Bailey, who was our captain, who's been player of the year last year, come second or third in player of the year this year. As I say, it's a shame that Esther felt it fell on him.
So on to today, I've heard you're quite a hot golfer.
On my day I can be, yeah, but it's not going as well as I like to.
So you play a lot of golf? I
play all the time. At the minute I'm playing like 3 or 4 times a week.
Is the injuries not hindering you in your swing?
No, injuries not hindering me at all in the swing, no. The way when I first did it, when I was coming back from the injury, the physio said it might do you good just to get the movement back in it, where obviously I was in cast 6 weeks. Obviously the whole of the ankle just completely stiffened up. So he said after a while, after we go and see the surgeon, if he gives it the all clear, then obviously you can play golf because obviously that'll get the movement back in the ankle.
So what are you playing off of these days?
6.
I have 6.
Yeah.
So you sort of one of the favourites today, would you say? You played with many of the others.
So. I've played on this golf day last 2 years, and I've done not too bad. I could have played a lot better, but
These are good days and I'm looking forward to trying to win today. I suppose just one final question. In the obviously in the context of the whole season, it was a disappointing end. I mean, was there a high point for you? One sort of match that stuck out as being.
I think me playing 15 games on the trot this season was the longest run I've had in the team, and I was just really enjoying it. I got into some form. I thought I was playing well, and the manager was telling me I was playing well. So yeah, that was just probably the highlight of me last season, was getting a run of 15 games on the trot.
I think.
As I say, there's a football you want to play each week in, week out, and it's the first time I really got the chance to do that, and it just made me hungry to do that even more now.
I think it was definitely noticeable that, like, when that injury occurred, that you were definitely playing very well at the time.
Yeah.
You had a good run in the team, and that's probably what you need. In and out all the time.
Exactly. No, it's nothing worse than when you're playing the pressure to play one game, 2 games, or something. So I don't know. It's nice to play, as I say, nice to have a run in games rather than the pressure of if you don't play well in one game, then you come out the next game. Whereas there's a little bit less pressure when you know you're going to be playing next week.
Because are you naturally a left back, or are you sort of more centre half? Like ball.
I probably would like to play centre half. I played there against Barnet in the St Johnstone Spain this year, and I've done really well. I played there most of the pre-season. I probably had one of my best pre-seasons. So yeah, I'd love to play. I'd love to play centre back, but as I've played left back for the last. I'd love to play left. I've played left back since the under-12s. So growing up, but yes,
you're quite a tall fella actually. I didn't realise actually you were as tall as you are.
But no, I'd like to play. I would like to play centre back.
This is Grant Senior.
Senior, yeah.
And what were you playing off today?
12.
12. So your son is actually a better player.
Yeah, he's actually a better player. But I've beaten the last couple of times we've played.
Yeah.
On the Stapleford.
But he's got his injury. He could always sort of blame it on that if he needs to. Yeah.
Well, I blame it on my age and me.